Good evening, cult members, and welcome to Pop Culture Cult. I'm Sean.
I'm Janice.
And welcome to our trailer reaction for Wednesday. On Wednesday. How convenient. Like Netflix know what they're doing.
Plant it.
We will get into Addams Family and all that kind of stuff after we watch the trailer. But I'm Tim Burton. I'm in. And on Wednesday, go. Nancy Reagan High School? Perfect.
Oh my God, no.
No.
Miss Addams, you've certainly had a very interesting educational journey.
Bitches.
8 schools in 5 years.
I like that they're all color.
Yeah,
And she's not even. Her eyes are all.
Hey, freak. This is a close practice.
The only person who gets to torture my brother is me.
Oh.
Wait for the kick.
I did the world a favor. People like Dalton shouldn't be allowed to procreate.
Oh.
Expelled was just a bonus.
Right.
Perfect.
So you know what's weird?
Love Nevermore. It's a magical place where I met your mother. The son of love.
So perfect. So perfect.
Finally, you will be among peers who understand you.
Yay, weird.
Maybe you'll even make some friends.
Want to take a stab at being social? I do like stabbing. Little did I know I'd be stepping into a nightmare. Full of mystery, mayhem, and murder. I think I'm going to love it here.
Nice. Nice.
Do.
Okay. All right. So, why I wanted to start with the trailer and then kind of go back to the Addams Family is I was never really a big Addams Family person. Like,
Okay.
I've seen the movie and Addams Family Values and stuff like that with Christina Ricci. We all had a crush on her. Don't tell me you didn't. But like, I know the basic basic concept of the show was just a weird family, goth kind of whatever, and
Yeah. So I mean, it was kind of I was into it. It was more my time than his.
fair.
And it was something different, right? It was a weekly TV show,
Right.
just like everything at that point in time, right? But it wasn't, My Three Sons or even Bewitched was pretty tame,
Right. Right. Right.
and this was weird. These people were weird. They had a hand,
Right.
They
Right.
had,
Right. They all were black.
they all were black, but the mom and the dad were, deeply madly in love, and
Yeah.
so it was a family. It fit within the family, 2 kids, 2 parents, and a dog.
And it,
But it was weird. So it was fun.
yeah.
It was different.
Yeah. I like, at least with this approach, instead of doing another Addams Family, let's do it from Wednesday's point of view.
Yeah.
Let's tell her, I mean, not that we did not get stories of her, but she's always been the one that everybody was drawn to. I won't say attracted. That's also a thing too, but she was the one that everyone was drawn to because she was so much even weirder than the rest of the family.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they were all just weird. I
Right,
think that
right.
she, again, it fit into the normal family uh, uh, structure, right?
Right, right.
She's a preteen her parents are weird. Her
Right,
brother's a
right,
pain in the ass.
right.
She's trying to be. We always talked about this, we were pretty weird and out there, and so our kids had every kid tries to do the opposite of their parents to freak them out, right?
Right.
And but what do you do
Right.
when those two are your parents?
And they're so accepting of whatever you
Right,
want to do.
right.
Like
She
you-
brings in a head, and they're like,
Oh,
"Oh, good
that's
for
so
you."
nice. It's so good of you. I also like the idea of, and I don't want to use a Harry Potter reference here, so I'm going to use a different reference, and that's Sabrina.
Yeah,
I like
it definitely got Sabrina vibes.
the definitely much more of the Sabrina magicians kind of feel to it, with her in school and going to a school where she's much more accepted for being weird and being different, and in engaging in that idea of telling kids, telling preteens, telling preteen girls that being a little awkward or being a little different is okay.
Mhm.
And they're just going to frame it in this system of she's going to try to kill somebody,
Yeah.
or in this, but a little bit that I read, there is a weekly kind of mystery
Yeah.
story
Yeah.
kind of thing going on at Evermore as we go along. So that's where I kind of was saying the Harry Potter thing. The idea of each episode has its own kind of thing or whatever, but there's one big overall arc. And Gwendolyn Christie is the headmaster.
Yeah.
I'm totally down for that.
Yeah, I had no idea
I
that
didn't
she
either
was in it.
until I saw this earlier. But and the girl, I should have looked up her name. I'm really sorry. If you know it, please be nice in the comments. She embodies the idea of the Christina Ricci version of Wednesday, which I think is going to be a draw for people like us who are going to take our kids or our grandkids and go, this is going to be a fun story. Watch this. And I think that is actually a positive much more than a negative.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of people, a few people have kind of pointed out, like, why don't you kind of do a different version of Wednesday? And I'm like, no, that's not the point. You kind of want to have an entry point. There's also some people, because it's the internet and the internet will be the internet sometimes, that Catherine Zeta-Jones and Luis Gomez don't work as the two of them. And
watch the show.
Like, it's actually somebody on TikTok nailed it. They had the movie version, the stage play version, the animated version, the claymation one they just had with Oscar Isaac, like all these different versions of you thought it was gonna be this, but it was much more like this. We don't talk about this one, and this was but here's the original, and they showed the original line drawings of the I think it was a comic series, and it was just kind of like, I'm like, I like that it sounds so bad. They are so mismatched.
Yeah.
I love Luis Gomez. He's a great actor. He should get much more work. But he looks very out of place next to Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Right. But that's
the point.
Again,
Yeah.
That was the point.
Yeah.
That was how they were in the original. He was, frumpy and had the kind of jacked up teeth and everything. And she was very flowy, right? She just kind of I don't even think you saw her feet outside of her dress. She just kind of hovered around and very majestic. And again, you're not trying to redo the show. You're trying to get the essence of and tell a new story, make it mean something nowadays versus when it originally came out. I'd have to look it up, but I seem to remember it was in black and white. So mid 60s,
mid to late 60s, maybe. Yeah.
I think stuff started converting in the mid 60s to color.
Yeah.
So
yeah. The general idea of this I really like, and then you add, this is Tim Burton.
Yeah.
This is Tim Burton's show. He's the main showrunner, and he's directing for the episodes. I'm here for the Tim Burton-ness of it. As much as people didn't like Wonka and the Chocolate Factory with Johnny Depp, I thought it was a cool interpretation of that story.
Yep.
I've
way
liked
closer to the book than
I'm
the
way closer to
Gene
the book, but
Wilder
I also
version.
like that Tim Burton is going to be like, this is the story I'm telling,
Right.
and it's going to be different or weird and messed up, and I don't care if you like it or not. I'm making the story I want,
Right.
and I embrace. Batman '89 is a perfect example of that. I'm telling a weird Batman story,
Yeah.
and everybody ate it up. And so, if you're going to be able to do that with Wednesday and do the Addams Family and bring them back into the limelight, and it's going to be very different than the Rob Zombie Monsters movie that's coming out. Like,
Oh, is he doing a Monsters?
yeah, it's going to be very different, and so I'm here for it. And it's Netflix; they're not going to hold back on the really bloody stuff or the really weird stuff,
Yeah.
and not have to worry about censors and stuff like that. And so,
Yep.
anything else?
Nope. I'm excited.
I'm excited. Fall. It said fall. It's Netflix, so it could be
You'll get it's coming 5 minutes before it's suddenly
right.
there.
because we have nothing else to watch this fall. So, let us know what you thought of Wednesday and our reaction to it in the comments down below. Like I said, please be nice. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications. Follow us on all the social media stuff: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Links in the description down below. And until next time, cult members, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.